Baltimore Ravens. The ball's in your court with Lamar Jackson. You know, a regular agent, you guys would have had a deal done, but because Lamar's mom is doing his workings for him, she's acting as his agent. Let's go down a list of the teams right now that if you guys didn't sign Lamar, who would take him? Dallas? Absolutely not. Prescott's 10 times the quarterback. Tampa Bay? Absolutely not. You know the reason why. Philadelphia? That's a tough one. I think they might pass. Atlanta? Boy, I bet you they wish they would have picked a quarterback this year instead of Kyle Pitts. What a dumb move that was. But I still think they'd pass. The Jets? Zach Wilson's already better. Carolina? Sam Darnold's already better. The Chargers? Herbert's 10 times the quarterback. Washington football team? They may. Never know with Daniel Gilbert. San Francisco? Hell to the nah. Detroit Lions? Hell to the no. Pittsburgh Steelers? No, they wouldn't do it. Although you never know. They are in that division. Mike Tomlin's the dumbest motherfucker. They might do it. Buffalo? Hell no. Seattle? Come on. Indianapolis? No, Frank Reich ain't going to tailor his offense. He's an ex-quarterback. He's not going to do that. Minnesota? Hell no. Kirk Cousins 25 times better. Where am I at? The Bengals? Hell no. Burrow's 10 times better. The Jaguars? Hell no. You already know the reason why. Houston? They get Deshaun Watson. He's 100 times better. But he ain't going to play. But still, Tyrod Taylor's actually better. Arizona Cardinals? Kyler Murray? Come on. Tennessee Titans? Ryan Tannehill's 10 times the quarterback. Even Tua Tagovailoa for the Dolphins. I would take him over Lamar Jackson. The Patriots, no. Although Bill Belichick, no. Bill Belichick may take him. He might. I could see Bill Belichick taking him. So we got, two teams probably? Green Bay, no. The Saints, no. The Browns, no. The Chiefs, no. The Bears, no. The Rams, no. The Raiders, no. So you got 2 or 3 teams. If Lamar Jackson was available tomorrow, if you guys don't sign him, 2 or 3 teams may bite on him. That's it. There's no other teams. You're trying to tell me there's more than 2 or 3 teams that might bite on him. That's if they bite on him. I don't think they would, because you got to understand something. This dude's in his 4th year and he still can't make NFL throws. Only time he's a threat. Like if he ever gets a hamstring injury and he can't run, he's not a threat to run. You might as well start that backup because he can't throw. So, and you guys know, Ravens fans know, listen, Ravens fans, they might like him. He's exciting watching him run. But you know what? When the playoffs start, there's a lot of trepidation in you guys, and you know it. Because good defenses stop them. You know it. They do. I mean, hell. I mean, the Raiders got a terrible defense. So they pretty much put him in check. They made him play for the pocket, and he didn't do too well. And look at this. He don't even pass for 300 yards, but he wins. Doesn't win in the playoffs. I look at this playoff record, 1-3. 2 TDs, 5 interceptions, something like 1 TD, 5 interceptions. I'm sorry, one TD and 5 interceptions in the playoffs. He's fucking terrible. He's horrible. So you got to look at yourself, Ravens. Just tell his mom, say, you know what? Give him what you feel is a fair deal. If she don't want it, because I have a feeling his mom is really trying. I think she wants Mahomes' money. Ain't no way. As much as I like Mayfield, he ain't getting Mahomes' money. But Lamar Jackson, he'd be lucky to get $20 million a year. I would, honestly, if I'm the Ravens right now, they may be able to, listen, the Ravens are smart. They'd use this to their advantage. They say, listen, we tried working out a deal. It's hard to work with his mother. She doesn't want to take a deal, so we got to move on. There's your way out. There's your ticket out. Because, look, it's exciting. You win some games, but in the playoffs, you know you have no shot at going to the dance. You know you don't. It's impossible. He can't make throws when he needs to. I mean, you guys were driving in the playoffs last year, the Bills, and he ruined the game. You had the game won. But, and this ain't a knock on Lamar. He did improve from his first year, but I'm not seeing nothing this year. So, Lamar, you got to get better. And do yourself a favor. Hire a fucking agent. You get an agent because the more tape the more you play, the more your price is going down. You're exposing yourself. You know what you're doing? You're exposing yourself with the inability to throw the football. And it's right now, if I was a Ravens fan, I'd be disgusted knowing that if he's down, he can't win. I mean, you had the ball in your hands at the end of the game. What happened? You fumbled it away. You beat the Browns last year. That's not hard. You beat a high school defense. And honestly, the way you threw the passes, they were behind receivers. I can't believe people think he's that good. So the Ravens have it. They have the ball in their court. If I was them, I'd say, listen, tell them to get an agent. Say, listen, you got to get an agent or we ain't good. And let me tell you something. If Baker Mayfield's mom was his agent, oh my God, the media would be ripping. I'm like, oh, Baker Mayfield, Colin Cowboy, be like, Baker Mayfield's mom's his agent. You guys would be ripping him. If Baker Mayfield didn't get the COVID shot, you guys would be ripping him. Kirk Cousins was getting ripped. No one talks about Lamar Jackson. They coddle him. You know why? Because he's African American. You know why? Because if you make fun of an African American quarterback, you're racist, and people are scared to go down that rabbit hole. Well, I'm not. I'll call a spade a spade. Listen, I'm not a racist. You know I'm not a racist because I talk about shit like this. All right? If I was a racist, I'd stay away from this. But I'm not a racist. I think like Brian Greasy, I think it was in the Monday Night Football, he was talking about how Lamar got the league figured out. I'm thinking, what game did he watch? And I know Louis Riddick was probably thinking, what's he talking about? When I see some general improvement, I will say this. He made a few downfield throws that were they were like professional throws. I'll give him that. I was shocked, but that's not enough. Because you know what? In the flat underneath, he was throwing everything at the receiver's feet. He can do one thing, but he can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. He can throw downfield, but then he can't throw short. So I know once you guys, if you get in the playoffs, you probably will, because that's a tough division, and you got a good defense. If you go to the playoffs this year and you lose again at the hands because of him, if he costs you the game, you got to move on from him. You got to. You got to. You got to. You have to. You can't go down this rabbit hole any longer. So, and Ravens fans, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. I'm not calling Cowher with Mayfield with Lamar Jackson, because I'm just calling it like I see it. He's not a good quarterback. He's exciting, but he's not a good quarterback. And last year when he tried playing from the pocket, that's when you guys went into doldrums. You like that word, doldrums? I made that up. But then he started going back to, remember I said he was selfish? I made that video saying he was selfish because he was trying to prove he's an NFL quarterback. Then he went back to playing like he knows how to play, and that's when he started winning. That's the only way he can play backyard football, run. And you know what? Use it to your advantage, Lamar, but you know what? You're never going to be a good quarterback. So you got your MVP, and you also got 3 playoff losses.